Switch that flow, straight back, on their feet, bounce that, get down low, bounce, rap, yes indeed. About to tell me something, maybe I need to figure out how the hell are we cutting. I got a deed to the house, and the less of the if you tryna do something, you gotta lead with the bounce.
Yo. Yo.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport, historic Soldier Field in Chicago. We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. Off we go from Soldier Field. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Come on, set!
Here's a designed run. He's got room to run right at the start. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. Throwing on second down, Williams. A lot of terrific quarterbacks from Southern California, and here's another one. The rookie gets his team a first down.
Let's go now. Ready.
Now this looks like a design run. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. They'll go play action here with Williams. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Third and long. Here's Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, You got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender
GG, bro.
takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On the ground, here's the Texas Longhorn, Roshan Johnson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Williams. That's the veteran, Mercedes Lewis. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now Swift. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, this is intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Say what?
They'll be taken down, but they are in business inside.
I ain't no GGs.
30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Catch is made. That is Schoonmaker. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense, rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. 2 minutes to play. Still searching for our first points of the half. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this, they'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in.
Where you going?
And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. They'll take him down at the 3-yard line. They'll use 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and goal. Play fake. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Prescott to throw it on 4th down. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something.
Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
You know, Mike, anytime you decide you're going to air it out backed up on your own goal line, you're taking a big risk, right? It's got to be out of your hand fast. Give the quarterback somewhere to go quick. But the defense knows that. They're attacking. They're taking some chances to jump some passes. We saw it there, and they're lucky that was just a turnover instead of a pick six. Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
On second down, it's Dak. On a short throw, caught by Ferguson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's going to be intercepted
GG's.
in the end zone.
Get off.
Picked off by Tyreek Stevenson.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and
Watch this
at
die.
that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And this will be incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll lead to a second down.
Let's go now. 18, pioneer.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He's going to try it here again. And that is incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it's going to bring up a third down. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Bears first down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one, and it'll bring up second down. Williams to the air once more. He's going to look downfield once again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose.
Fix your internet.
Forcing third down.
He's trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but only he needs to work on his arm strength.
That's a second charge timeout to Chicago as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go, strike. 19 tight, 19 tight. Take go.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. A ball deep for the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. All right, Coach, thank you very much. These two offensive coordinators, they have been busy. What can they do to generate some offense in this second half to come? He'll take it in at the goal line. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He runs with it. And they'll finally track him down as he takes it up to the 45-yard line.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend
That's your internet, man.
talking about. He's not known as a traditional.
No, I don't have any problem with other people.
But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of
I got Xfinity.
first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Here's a shot toward the end zone. He was trying to get it to CeeDee Lamb. And it will be 2nd down.
Hey.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Go play action. It's Prescott. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
Nope.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with the deep touchdown.
Hey.
Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
4th down. Here's Dak. That's going to be caught. They get 18 yards on 4th down and a fresh set of downs. No touchdowns for either side. Maybe we'll get our first here. It's 1st and goal. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and
that one taken in, middle of the end zone. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Dallas. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead.
It's your internet.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, it's Tyler Scott. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. Now a deep shot for Allen. Into space. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream.
No, I bet you I win this game, though.
Now Aubrey for the extra point.
I bet you I win this game.
Got it. The Cowboys move out on top, 14-0. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Scott now on the return. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams.
Man, they...
Right on the heels of the pick
Oh,
six.
no.
He is
Ain't no way.
intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Micah Parsons. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Tyreek Stevenson.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
Gonna look deep, looking for more. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle. And they just...
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
As hard as it is to have this conversation, at some point, someone on this sideline needs to say, is it better off for this young rookie to just remove him from the game, take a deep breath, and reset for next week? Because at this point, 5 interceptions in, you start being concerned that you're doing more harm than you are good.
He'll let this go deep for Tolbert. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. So, 3 quarters. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott. That's down the field for Lamb. And that is not going to work. Incomplete. And they turn it over on downs. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Williams. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. They'll go play action here with Williams. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Komet.
Great timing and anticipation. The second the tight end's head turned around, the quarterback put the ball on him, and now it's, hey, let's see who wants to tackle this big guy and bring him to the ground.
That is caught, and he will score. Game on. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Chicago. So let's see if the Bears can keep it rolling as they go for 2.
Let's go now.
Here's Williams. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion. Even with 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's a carry for Dowdle.
Where you going?
Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the
Game
loss
not
of a
over,
yard.
bruh.
Lost 1 on the last play,
Yeah.
so now it's 2nd and 11. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. A pickup there of 19 yards. That's good for a Dallas first down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play. That's exactly what they did.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. On play action, here's Dak. That's to the left side. He's got Ferguson. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll run the sneak. Trying to find an opening, but too good in the middle from the defense. They stop this up, and now it is 4th down. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in this one. Some extra bulk out there. They're going to roll the dice and go for it on 4th and goal. Here we go. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Prescott leading the Cowboys to the line for this 2-point try. Now they'll set up to throw. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Scott now on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here is 1st and 10.
Why are you going 3-man deep?
Here's Williams now to throw. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And more of the same. Another interception. That's the safety, Malik Hooker.
Well, Mike, this is
Bro, you weak,
the
bro.
wrong kind
Bro, you
of
whine about luck.
rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium.
This is my first game on
It's an
anyway.
entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
I gotta be honest, Mike, I'm a little surprised in the fact that they're even deciding to throw the ball, given the situation. I mean, it's unlikely that that decision will cost them the game, but stranger things have happened on a football field.
He's going to dial up another deep ball. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
And the final throw of the game winds up
GG, bro.
incomplete, and that will do it. This one...
Passport stamp, let's do the money dance. Back in, call your friend, now we in friends. International man, tats on my hand. Take a trip with a pilot, I tell you when we land. You know I'm down with the whales, I beat by the sand. Dawn sun, yeah, it's blowing in the wind. What you doing? We kung fu and I beat it up. They never heard me on the beat when it's speeded up. 100 racks on the plate, she gon' eat it up. Yeah, I'm all in, like all night. Throw the racks up, make it fall right. And if you take a shot, make sure you hold the ball right. 1-800, yeah, bad, my type. My type, that's my type. I love the way that she put it all on me. The best things don't come for free. I know that she be dancing. I know that she should take chances. I know that she's in this bed. I know that she got this all night. All night. All night.
Yeah.
You can tell when it's Tokyo, it's all
What's good? Who you pick?
By the end of the night, she gon' love me. She don't even know.
None man chiller.
It's a vision, little baby, I'm moving cozy.
Now from the home of the Dog Pound, EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland, Ohio.
Hold on, wait. Let me turn off this air. I can barely hear you. Hold on. You said what?
Here's the veteran Dustin Hopkins ready for the start, and we are underway now from Huntington Bank Field.
No, I don't stand, Cleveland.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Yeah. You said you in Texas? My nephew stay in Texas. He stay in Houston, and then I got another nephew that stay in Dallas. And then my auntie stay in Houston. Yeah.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. That's
My nephew he be with Funny Mike now. You know Funny Mike?
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Yeah, my nephew be with him. Yeah.
So from the 26-yard line.
Now he be doing like artwork and stuff.
Again, it's Cook. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
To the air, Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Completes to
supposed to
Shakir
drop
once
that.
again. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. Here's Allen to throw it. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. Curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Gonna pick it off.
Game, getting him down the field. They've got another first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. Like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
I was right there. I clicked on.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
And my birthday in 2 days.
The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd
Yeah, how you know?
forthcoming.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I forgot I had 1994 on my name. Man.
Now Allen.
Yeah, thanks.
The right side here caught by Kincaid. And the Bills are going to
going
have
out to eat.
1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
I was born in Chicago. Most people don't make it to 30.
They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Yeah.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's
Hold on, wait. I'm trying to take this call right quick.
If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. Allen going to throw. Flush to his right. That's
I had to take that call.
For the Bills, touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass.
Illinois.
And the Bills post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Yeah, I stayed in Inglewood. I stayed in the Hundreds. I stayed on Jeffrey Manor. I stayed on the South Side. And only place I ain't stay was out west.
Points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football.
Yeah,
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
Yeah, I stayed on 104th and Wabash. Yeah, like Roseland area. Yeah. Yeah, down the hill. Yeah.
After the touchdown pass to kick it away.
Yeah.
And a nice return.
I moved out of Chicago in 2015. Yeah. 2010, that's when I was staying over east around Lil Herb in them neighborhood.
First and 10, right at the 30.
Yeah, that's when they just popped out. That's when everybody started rapping.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh,
Yeah.
he's going to air it out right
I went to school with JoJo. I went to Park.
That's going to be intercepted.
Yeah.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot
He
of
dark
space
skin?
out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill
I don't know.
most of them possess that allows for extra yardage.
Because I really stayed to myself when I was going to Park. I ain't really, I wasn't really like trying to meet nobody, but I knew people. Like I knew my mama. She used to she was friends with P. Rico Daddy and stuff.
That's going to be incomplete.
And his daddy used to come over my house a lot.
But they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
Yeah, I hear her chicken.
Just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first.
I stay in Indiana. Yeah.
On play action, Allen. He'll buy some time right.
Yeah.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there.
Yeah,
you challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
Oh yeah, the Pacers gonna go all the way.
To throw once more. That's caught by Kincaid.
I was going for the Bulls, but they ain't even make the playoffs.
Stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down.
Yeah, but shit, I'm in Indiana right now. That'd be good to see Indiana win, and I stay in Indiana.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Yeah.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Yeah.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Oh, yeah.
Allen. This will be caught at about the 5. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts.
Yeah, it seemed like when I was staying in Chicago, we always moved to the rough neighborhoods. I don't know why.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Yeah. But they got good neighborhoods in Chicago, but it's like we always move to the rough neighborhoods for some reason.
Here's Allen. Rolling to his right.
Oh, he was right there. He supposed to stop and win back.
Bills touchdown. Keon Coleman with an amazing diving catch. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me,
yeah, I do too. Man, look, I used to take the Jeffrey Manor bus all the way downtown and just walk around downtown.
Right here before the half, and now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Yeah.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Yeah. Because that 29 state bus go all the way downtown on AVP.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Yeah.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing.
Oh, yeah.
Here. The Browns drive about to get started. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before.
Yeah, I used to go to the lakefront,
and their opponents
79th lakefront.
Possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Yeah.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action.
You said the big what?
Coleman has it here right side.
Yeah.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Yeah, I think
and they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Yes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm gonna go Bills all day. That's good.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal and you throw the pick, not good at all.
After the interception, here's Watson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. It's caught inside the 25.
Yeah, my daddy was a new breed out west. He was a general. He passed away though. George, they call him Slick. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
The final shot before the break. Watson.
That's touchdown.
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for
See what?
touchdown. A great play there.
Yeah.
As time expires in the first half. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports.
Yeah, my blood brother stayed in Oblak. He stayed there. Well, his baby mama stayed there. He just was over there and stuff. Nah,
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
yeah.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them.
Oh no, I don't really watch TV.
Turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have
'Cause everything on TV be fake except for sports.
win a football game with that, those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot. That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll get it inside the 20. And all the way down to the 5. It's a gain of 34.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
They'll run with Chubb. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. Second and goal.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Second and goal from inside the 5. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
All right.
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Now Watson. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson on target to David Njoku. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, it's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And we've got a good one.
It's decent out here in Indiana, though.
14.
Yeah, that's they call it, Indiana. Yeah.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Well, like when I played somebody back in November, and I was telling them I was from Indiana. They was like, "Oh, you an Indiana." So now I stayed in Indiana. They like, "You an Indiana."
And that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score,
I still be visiting. I still visit Chicago sometimes.
Set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Keeps himself upright.
Oh, this me, bro.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
He supposed to came back and got that.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily.
Yeah, it's jobs and stuff out there.
Nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Yeah, my brother and my OG now, they be going to the weed shop and shit. They got weed shops out there. Yeah. Yeah, it's legal.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
It's legal to walk around with a gun out here.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson.
Yeah.
And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Yeah. Watson changing the play.
Yeah. Yeah, I ain't got one up here. I ain't in tour with nobody.
To throw now on 1st down. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson on target to David Njoku. And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today.
That's what people were telling me.
That's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
Yeah.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys. Had you fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And we're back now here in Cleveland. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Right. Yeah.
From the gun, it's again to Cook. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Allen now looks to throw.
Right.
That is caught. Kincaid with it. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
To the air, Allen.
Oh, that's me.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Now Allen to try again after the pick six. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, and sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly. And what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Now Watson, he's going to move him around.
24!
Watson throwing to start the drive. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Second and 10. Watson.
Give me that.
And that falls to the ground.
I had somebody wide open on the line.
Nice job of bodying him up defensively.
All right, this touchdown.
Brings up third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Watson. That is caught, and they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Watson looks to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson on target to David Njoku. And the Browns have pretty well put it away.
See, I like picking the mid teams. I don't like picking the high-ranking teams.
Offense going to stay out there, and they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception.
Get up, get up.
Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second
There's somebody wide open.
I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said no. And now Watson throws another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen sliding out of the pocket. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Allen going to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Throwing now is Allen. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown.
He's going to try to do an onside kick.
A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Allen will try to throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
You're set. Put it on.
And Watson's going to throw it here. This is the tight end, Njoku. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Browns tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. Watson and that Browns offense going to stay out there, and they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Throwing now, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
GG's, bro. GG's.
Here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And is this defense...
I'm vanilla, baby. But I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skilla, baby. And the thing about your boy is